100 golden rules of English grammar for error detection and sentence improvement. A. Subject verb agreement. 1. Two or more singular subjects connected by and usually take a verb in the plural. For example, incorrect sentence Hari and Ram is here. Correct sentence Hari and Ram are here. Second rule, if two singular nouns refers to the same person or thing, the verb must be singular. Incorrect sentence, the secretary and principal are coming. Correct sentence, the secretary and principal is coming. Here the same person is secretary as well as principal. Third rule, if the singular subjects are preceded by each or every, the verb is usually singular. For example, in correct sentence, every boy and girl were ready. Correct sentence, every boy and girl was ready. Fourth rule, two or more singular subject connected by or, comma, nor, comma, either or neither nor take a verb in the singular. For example, in correct sentence, neither he nor I were there. Correct sentence, neither he nor I was there. Fifth rule, when the subjects joined by or oblique nor are of different numbers, the verb must be plural and the plural subject must be placed next to the verb. For example, in correct sentence, neither the assistant masters nor the headmaster was present. Correct sentence. Neither the headmaster nor the assistant masters were present. Sixth rule. When the subject joined by or, comma, nor are of different persons, comma, the verb agrees in person with the one nearest to it. For example, in correct sentence, either he or I is mistaken. Correct sentence. Either he or I am mistaken. Seventh rule. A collective noun takes a singular verb when the collection is thought of as a whole. A plural verb when the individual of which it is composed are thought of. For example, correct sentence the council has chosen the president. Correct sentence the military were called out. Eighth rule some nouns which are singular in form but plural in meaning take a plural verb. For example, incorrect sentence. Mathematics are a branch of study in every school. Correct sentence. Mathematics is a branch of study in every school. Ninth rule. Words joined to a singular subject by with, together with, in addition to, or as well as, etc. are parenthetical and therefore do not affect the number of the verb. For example, incorrect sentence. The chief with all his men were massacred. Correct sentence. The chief, comma, with all his men was massacred. Tenth rule. When the subject of the verb is a relative pronoun, care should be taken to see that the verb agrees in number and person with the antecedent of the relative. For example, incorrect sentence. I, who is your friend, will guard you interest. Correct. I, who am your friend, will guard your interest. B. Uses of participle and infinitives. 11th rule. Ask, advise, allow, command, force, forbid, invite, encourage, compel, beg, order, imagine, instruct, permit, persuade, tell, require, remind, teach, etc. are followed by object plus to plus second form of verb. For example, in correct sentence, he advised to do it by me. Correct sentence, he advised me to do it. But if these are used in passive voice, then they are followed by to plus verb. For example, correct, she was permitted to go with him. 12th rule, no is followed by how, where, when, why, and infinite. For example, incorrect sentence, I know to write a letter. Correct sentence, I know how to write a letter. 13th rule, after, let, bid, behold, watch, see, feel, make, etc. we use bare infinitive and not to infinitive. For example, incorrect sentence, I heard him to speak on several subjects. Correct sentence, I heard him speak on several subjects. 14th rule, bare infinitive is used after modal auxiliaries can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, dare not, need not. For example, in correct sentence, you need not to work hard. Correct sentence, you need not work hard. 15th rule, had better, had rather, had as soon as, had, sooner, etc. are followed by bare infinitive. For example, incorrect. He had better to go now. Correct. He had better go now. 16th rule. Conjunction then is also followed by bare infinitive. For example, incorrect. He had better read than to write. Correct. He had better read than write. 17th rule. When but is used as a preposition and preceded by any form of the verb do, then but is followed with bare infinitive. Incorrect sentence. He did nothing but to wonder. Correct. He did nothing but wander. 18th rule. Every participle must have a subject of reference. For example, incorrect. Being a rainy day, Vijay decided to stay at home. Correct sentence. It being a rainy day, Vijay decided to stay at home. 19th rule. For completed action, having plus verb auxiliary is used in active voice, whereas having been plus verb or being plus verb is used in passive voice. After should not be used in such a sentence. For example, incorrect sentence. After the leader having been killed, the followers ran away. Correct sentence. The leader having been killed, the followers ran away. 28th rule. Participle like considering, judging, referring, concerning, regarding, viewing, broadly speaking, etc. do not take any subject of reference. For example, correct sentence. Considering the case, I took the decision. Here, I is not a subject of reference of considering. So, there is no subject of reference for considering. Still, the sentence is correct. See, uses of verb. 21st rule. When there are two subjects in a sentence and they are not in the same number, then we must have to use separate auxiliaries is, am, are, was, were, have, has for both of them. For example, in correct sentence, 3 killed and 1 were injured. Correct sentence, 3 were killed and 1 was injured. 22nd rule. A single verb should be made to serve two subjects only when the form of verb is same for both the subject. Incorrect. I am 17-year-old and my sister 14. Correct sentence. I am 17 years old and my sister is 14. 23rd rule. Two auxiliaries can be used with one principal verb only when the form of the principal verb is appropriate to both the auxiliaries. Incorrect sentence. He never has and never will take such strong measures. Correct sentence. He never has taken and never will take such strong measures. 24th rule. When there is only one auxiliary to two principal verbs, it should be correctly associated with the both. Incorrect sentence. 10 candidates have passed, one failed. Correct sentence. 10 candidates have passed, one has failed. 25th rule. A past tense in the main clause should be followed by a past tense in the subordinate clause. Incorrect sentence. He succeeded because he works hard. Correct. He succeeded because he worked hard. 26th rule. A past tense in main clause may be followed by a present tense in the subordinate clause when the subordinate clause expresses a universal truth. Incorrect sentence. Our teacher said that the earth moved round the sun. Correct sentence. Our teacher said that the earth moves around the sun. 27th rule. When the subordinate clause comes after less, the auxiliary verb should must be used whatever be the tense of the verb in the main clause. Incorrect sentence. We start early lest we shall miss the train. Correct sentence. We start early lest we should miss the train. 28th rule. An adverb or adverbial phrase should not be placed between two and verbal part of the infinitive. This is called the split infinitive. Incorrect sentence. I hope to immediately reply to your letter. Correct sentence. I hope to reply immediately to your letter. 29th rule. An infinitive should be in the present tense unless it represents an action prior to that of the governing verb. Incorrect sentence. I should have liked to have gone there. Correct sentence. I should have liked to go there. 30th rule. Gerund if preceded by a pronoun, that pronoun must be in possessive case. Incorrect. He emphasized me going there. Correct sentence. He emphasized my going there. 31st rule. The present perfect continuous tense is used for an action that began in the past time and is still going at the time of speaking. It is used with adverbials of time introduced by since, for, and how long. Incorrect. How long are you working in this office? Correct sentence. How long have you been working in this office? 32nd rule. A verb when preceded by a preposition must be the gerund. Incorrect. They were punished for come late. Correct. They were punished for coming late. 33rd rule. The future indefinite tense is not used in the clauses of time, place and condition. Here the present indefinite tense is used. Incorrect sentence. I shall wait for you till you will finish your work. Correct sentence. I shall wait for you till you finish your work. 34th rule. The present perfect tense is not used with the adverbs of past time like yesterday, in 1990s, etc. Here past indefinite tense is used. Incorrect sentence. I have bought a cycle yesterday. Correct sentence. I bought a cycle yesterday. The past perfect tense is used to represent the earlier of the two past action. Incorrect sentence. When I reached the station, the train already left. Correct sentence. When I reached the station, the train had already left. 35th rule. Modal auxiliaries are not used together, but two auxiliaries can be connected by a conjunction. For example, incorrect. He should must do it. Correct sentence. He should and must do it. 36th rule. When need or dare is followed by not, it turns into modal auxiliaries. In that situation, it takes bare infinitive and we cannot use needs not or dares not. For example, incorrect. He needs not do it. Correct. He need not do it. D. Uses of adjectives. 37th rule. Adjectives of quantity show how much of a thing is meant. Adjectives of quantity: some, much, little, enough, all, no, any, great, half, sufficient, whole are used for uncountable nouns only. For example, incorrect. I ate a few rice. Correct sentence. I ate some rice. 38th rule. Numeral adjectives are used for countable nouns only and they show how many persons or things are meant or in what order a person or thing stand. For example, incorrect sentence. I have taught you little things. Correct sentence. I have taught you a few things. 39th rule. When cardinal and ordinal are used together, ordinal precedes the cardinal. For example, incorrect. The four first boys will be given the chance. Correct sentence. The first four boys will be given the chance. 40th rule. Later, comma, latest refer to time later and last refer to position. For example, incorrect sentence. I reached at 10 a.m. but he was later than I expected. Correct sentence. I reached at 10 a.m. but he was later than I expected. 41st rule. Father means more distance or advance. Further means additional. For example, incorrect sentence. He insisted on further improvement. Correct sentence. He insisted on further improvement. 42nd rule. Each is used in speaking of two or more things. Every is used only in speaking of more than two. For example, incorrect sentence. Every of the two boys will get a prize. Correct sentence. Each of the two boys will get a prize. 43rd rule. To express quantity or degree, some is used in affirmative sentences, any negative or interrogative sentences. For example, incorrect sentence. Have you bought some mangoes? Correct sentence. Have you bought any mangoes? 44th rule. In comparing two things, the comparative should be used. The superlative should not be used. Incorrect. Which is the best of the two? Correct sentence. Which is better of the two? 45th rule. When two qualities of the same person or thing are compared, the comparative in ER is not used. More is used for this purpose. Incorrect sentence. He is wiser than brave. Correct sentence. He is more wise than brave. 46. When comparison is made by means of a comparative, the thing compared should be excluded from the class of things with which it is compared by using other or some such word. Incorrect sentence. He is cleverer than any boy in the class. Correct sentence. He is cleverer than any other boy in the class. 47. When comparison is made by means of a superlative, the thing compared should include the class of things with which it is compared. Incorrect sentence. He is the strongest of all other men. Correct sentence. He is the strongest of all men. 48th rule. When two persons or things are compared, it is important that the same parts of things should be compared. Incorrect sentence. The population of Bombay is greater than Delhi. Correct sentence. The population of Bombay is greater than that of Delhi. 49th rule. Double comparatives and superlatives should not be used. First, incorrect. He is the most cleverest boy in the class. Correct sentence. He is the cleverest boy in the class. Second, incorrect. He is more wiser than his brother. Correct sentence. He is wiser than his brother. 50th rule. The comparative adjective superior, inferior, senior, junior, prior, interior, posterior, prefer, etc. should be followed by to instead of than. Incorrect. He is senior than me. Correct sentence. He is senior to me. 51st rule. Adjectives like unique, ideal, perfect, complete, universal, entire, extreme, chief, full, square, and round will do not admit different degrees of comparison, should not be compared. Incorrect. It is the most unique thing. Correct. It is a unique thing. 52nd rule. All the adjectives which refer to the same noun should be in the same degree of comparison. Incorrect sentence. He is the wisest and honest worker in the office. Correct sentence. He is the wisest and most honest worker in the office. 53rd rule. Elder and eldest should be used for persons only. Strictly speaking, they are used for the members of the same family only. Older and oldest are used for both persons and things. Incorrect. He is my older brother. Correct sentence. He is my elder brother. E. Uses of adverbs. To modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb, we use an adverb. Incorrect sentence. She writes very careful. Correct sentence. She writes very carefully. Carefully is an adjective which cannot modify the adverb very. Therefore, carefully adverb must be used in place of adjective careful. 55th rule. To means more than required and it is used with unpleasant adjectives. So we cannot use too glad, too happy, too pleasant, too healthy. For example, incorrect sentence. I am too glad to meet you. Correct sentence. I am very glad to meet you. 56th rule. A sentence which is based on to format, we cannot replace to with so that. If we replace to with so that, to also must be replaced with cannot. For example, incorrect sentence. He is too weak so that he cannot walk. Correct sentence. He is too weak to walk. Correct. He is so weak that he cannot walk. 57th rule. Much too is followed by unpleasant adjective, whereas too much is followed by noun. Much too plus unpleasant adjective. Too much plus noun. For example, incorrect sentence. His failure is too much painful for me. Correct sentence. His failure is much too painful for me. Incorrect. His wife's rude behavior gives him much too pain. Correct. His wife's rude behavior gives him too much pain. 58th rule. Quite and all are not used together. For example, incorrect. He is quite all right. Correct. He is quite right or he is all right. 59th rule. A oblique n plus fairly plus adjective plus noun or rather plus a plus adjective. For example, a fairly good book, rather a difficult problem. But we cannot use pleasant adjective with rather and unpleasant adjective with fairly. For example, incorrect sentence. It was a rather good book. Correct. It was a fairly good book. 60th rule. Enough when used as an adverb is preceded by a positive degree adjective or adverb. For example, incorrect. He is greater enough to pardon you. Correct. He is great enough to pardon you. 61st rule. Two negatives cancel each other. Hence, two negatives should not be used in the same sentence unless we make an affirmation. Incorrect sentence. I have not got none. Correct sentence. I have not got any. 62nd rule. At present means at the present time. Presently means shortly. These should not be confused. Incorrect sentence. Nothing more can be done presently. Correct sentence. Nothing more can be done at present. Second, incorrect sentence. He will come back at present. Correct sentence. He will come back presently. 63rd rule. Hard means diligently, strenuously. Hardly means scarcely at all. These two adverbial forms of hard must not be confused. Incorrect. He tried hardly to win the race. Correct sentence. He tried hard to win the race. Incorrect. She had eaten hard anything today. Correct. She has eaten hardly anything today. 64th rule. Much is used before past participles and adjectives or adverbs of comparative degrees. Very is used before the present participle and adjectives and adverbs of positive degree. Incorrect sentence. The news is much surprising. Correct sentence. The news is very surprising. Incorrect sentence. I was very surprised at hearing the news. Correct sentence. I was much surprised at hearing the news. 65th rule. Hardly is an adverb which means rarely, whereas hard is an adjective which means tough, rigid. For example, incorrect sentence. It is a hardly job. Correct sentence. It is a hard job. 66th rule. Ago is always used with past indefinite tense. So, if ago is used in a sentence, that sentence must be in the past indefinite tense. For example, incorrect. He has come a month ago. Correct sentence. He came a month ago. 67th rule. At present means at this moment and it is used with present tense, whereas presently and shortly are used for future action and generally used with future indefinite tense. For example, incorrect sentence. Presently he is in the room. Correct sentence. At present he is in the room. 68th rule. Early means just after the beginning of anything and soon means just after a point of thing. For example, roses blossomed early this spring. 69th rule. The sentence which starts with seldom, never, hardly, rarely, or scarcely takes an inverse structure, verb plus subject structure. For example, incorrect. Seldom I had seen such a beautiful sight. Correct sentence. Seldom had I seen such a beautiful sight. 70th rule. Inversion is also used in a sentence which starts with here, there, away, out, up, indoor or outdoor and main verb or auxiliary plus main verb is used before the subject. For example, incorrect sentence. Away Sita went. Correct sentence. Away went Sita. F. Uses of conjunction. Two conjunctions should not be used in the same sentence. Incorrect sentence. Although she was tired, but she still went on working. Correct sentence. Although she was tired, she still went on working. 72nd rule. Both should be followed by and. It should be used in the positive sense. In the negative sense, neither nor should be used in place of both. Incorrect sentence. Both Ravi as well as Raja were present there. Correct sentence. Both Ravi and Raja were present there. 73rd rule. Either or, neither nor, both and, not only but also should be followed by the same parts of speech. Incorrect sentence. He not only lost his ticket but also his luggage. Correct sentence. He lost not only his ticket but also his luggage. 74th rule. Neither should be followed by nor either should be followed by or. Both these should not be confused. Incorrect. He washed neither his hand or his face. Correct sentence. He washed neither his hand nor his face. 75th rule. No sooner should be followed by than, not by but or than. Incorrect sentence. No sooner do I finish this book than I shall begin another. Correct. No sooner do I finish the book than I shall begin another. 76th rule. Hardly and scarcely should be followed by when or before but not by then or that. Incorrect sentence. Hardly did I reach the station, then the train left it. Correct sentence. Hardly did I reach the station when the train left it. 77th rule. That should not be used before a sentence in direct speech and before interrogative adverbs and pronouns in the indirect speech. Incorrect. He said that I shall go there. Correct sentence. He said I shall go there. Incorrect sentence. He asked me that who I was. Correct sentence. He asked me who was. G. Uses of preposition. 78th rule. Objective case of noun or pronoun is used after preposition. For example, incorrect sentence. I do not depend on he. Correct sentence. I do not depend on him. 79th rule. The preposition used after two words must be made clear if these two words are connected by and or. For example, incorrect. She is conscious and engaged in her work. Correct sentence. She is conscious of and engaged in her work. 80th rule. If a principal verb is used after, about, after, at, before, for, from, in, on, to, that verb must be in ing v4 form. For example, incorrect. You prevented me from do it. Correct sentence. You prevented me from doing it. 81st rule. On, in, at are not used before today, tomorrow, yesterday, the following day, the next day, etc. For example, incorrect sentence. He will go there on tomorrow. Correct sentence. He will go there tomorrow. 82nd rule. No preposition is used before the word home. At home is a phrase which bears a different meaning. For example, incorrect. Bring a TV set at home. Correct sentence. Bring a TV set home. 83rd rule. After transitive verbs like discuss, describe, reach, order, tell, demand, attack, resemble, ridicule, etc., we directly use the object and no preposition is used after the verb. For example, incorrect sentence. The poet describes about the beauty of nature in this poem. Correct sentence. The poet describes the beauty of nature in this poem. 84th rule. Say, suggest, propose, speak, reply, explain, talk, listen, write is followed by two preposition if there is a person in the form of object. For example, incorrect. He did not reply me. Correct sentence. He did not reply to me. Second, incorrect. He did not write to a letter. Correct sentence. He did not write a letter. H. Uses of pronouns. 85th rule. When a pronoun is used as the complement of the verb to be, it should be in the nominative case. Incorrect sentence. If I were him, I would not do it. Correct sentence. If I were he, I would not do it. 86th rule. When the pronoun is used as the object of a verb or of a preposition, it should be in the objective case. Incorrect sentence. Let you and I do it. Correct sentence. Let you and me do it. Incorrect sentence. These presents are for you and I. Correct. These presents are for you and me. 87th rule. Emphatic pronouns cannot be standalone as subjects. Incorrect sentence. Himself did it. Correct sentence. He himself did it. 88th rule. The indefinite pronoun one should be used throughout if used at all. Incorrect sentence. One must not boast of his own success. Correct sentence. One must not boast of one's own success. 89th rule. Either or neither is used only in speaking of two persons or things. Any, no one, and none is used in speaking of more than two. First, incorrect sentence. Any one of these two roads leads to the railway station. Correct sentence. Either of these two roads leads to the railway station. Incorrect sentence. Neither of these three boys did his homework. Correct sentence. No one of these three boys did his homework. 90th rule. Each other is used in speaking of two persons or things. One another is used in speaking of more than two. Incorrect sentence. The two brothers loved one another. Correct sentence. The two brothers loved each other. 91st rule. A noun or pronoun governing a gerund should be put in the possessive case. Incorrect sentence. Please excuse me being late. Correct sentence. Please excuse my being late. 92nd rule. A pronoun must agree with its antecedent in person, number and gender. Incorrect sentence. Each of these boys has done their homework. Correct sentence. Each of these boys has done his homework. 93rd rule. When two or more singular nouns are joined by and, the pronoun used for them must be in plural. Incorrect sentence. Both Raju and Ravi have done his homework. Correct. Both Raju and Ravi have done their homework. 94th rule. When two or more singular nouns joined by and refer to the same person or thing, a pronoun used for them must be in the singular. Incorrect sentence. The collector and district magistrate is not negligent in their duty. Correct sentence. The collector and district magistrate is not negligent in his duty. 95th rule. When two or more singular nouns joined by or nor, either or, neither nor, the pronoun used for them should be in the singular. Incorrect. Neither Ravi nor Raju has done their homework. Correct sentence. Neither Ravi nor Raju has done his homework. 96th rule. When two or more singular pronouns of different person come together, the pronoun of second person singular you comes first, the pronoun of the first person singular I comes last, and the pronoun of the third person singular he comes in between. Incorrect sentence. I, you and he must work together. Correct sentence. You, he and I must work together. 97th rule. When two or more plural pronouns of different persons come together, first person plural we comes first, then second person plural you, and last of all third person plural they. Incorrect. You, they and we must work together. Correct. We, you and they must work together. 98th rule. The relative pronoun who is in subjective case, whereas whom is in objective case. Therefore, for who there must be a finite verb in the sentence, or otherwise when whom object is used in the sentence and there is more finite verb than the number of subjects in the sentence, then whom should be changed into who subject. For example, in correct sentence, Dr. Holmes came here was Ram's brother. Correct sentence. The doctor who came here was Ram's brother. 99th rule. With superlative degree adjective only, none, all, etc. as relative pronoun, we use that and not which or who. For example, incorrect. All which glitters is not gold. Correct sentence. All that glitters is not gold. After 100th rule. After let, if a pronoun is used, that person must be in the objective case. For example, incorrect. Let he go there. Correct sentence. Let him go there.